everybody. Welcome to Russellville, Alabama.
This is Jose from Son of Life.
And Katie.
Welcome to our channel. On today's video, we'll be exploring the most Latino city in all of Alabama. Now, before, Albertville, Boaz, places in Marshall County had the largest Latino population, but recently, this place's Latino population has been growing at a faster rate. You could estimate that by now, this is the largest Latino community by percentage in the entire state of Alabama. So we're going to take a tour around and see what this place looks like. It's in the extreme northwest corner of Alabama, just south of Muscle Shoals. Let's explore this town and see what it's like to be in the most Latino place in Alabama. It used to be Albertville, Boaz, again, Marshall County. But why is this just a large Latino population? Let's find out what's going on here. And let's see it. I'm excited. It's a very rural area.
That was formerly a Taco Bell.
Yeah, with all the authentic Mexican food they got here. So I'm not surprised they didn't make it. There's a Burke's,
A Huddle House, a Gordman's.
All right, now this is
Pivot
cool.
Sports.
Yeah, just about everything you need. Captain D's. Yeah, a Taco Bell is not going to survive in a town that's got real authentic Mexican food. All right, Sony's.
McDonald's.
Now, HB 56 is the most discriminatory anti-constitutional law in the United States that the Supreme Court has not really cared too much about because they figure, well, Alabama's state rights are important and they're probably willing to do whatever for it. So the United States Supreme Court hasn't really cared too much for the unconstitutional, although most sections of that law have been blocked either way. So it's not like it exists on paper and the people of Alabama try to enforce it, but what a mess.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with HB 56, HB 56 is a law that prevents Hispanics and well, basically how it works is like this. If you appear not to be a U.S. citizen, anybody, civilian, can allegedly inquire your citizenship. If you don't have it, they can pretty much detain you. It's unconstitutional because if you're from Alabama, let me explain to you why it's unconstitutional. Okay, and this is what a lot of people don't understand about this law of Alabama. And people in Alabama don't understand this law. The reason it's unconstitutional is because I'm a U.S. citizen. So, as a U.S. citizen, nobody has the right to demand anything from me. However, in Alabama, if somebody thinks I'm not a U.S. citizen, even though I am, they're entitled, not even entitled, they're almost obligated to verify my nationality, which is kind of like pretty much very offensive if you think about it. Imagine that you're a U.S. citizen and somebody feels that they have the right to make you prove it. It's unconstitutional. There's not even a need to explain that it's unconstitutional. It's clearly unconstitutional. Interesting scenario, you have some housing projects on this side of the road, and then you have a house with a Confederate flag on the other side of the road. It's a very interesting. So far, this town looks like crap. Not gonna lie, this looks pretty bad. Very unconstitutional set of laws in the state of Alabama. And a lot of people in Alabama don't understand why it's unconstitutional. The reason it's unconstitutional is because I'm a U.S. citizen. You don't have the right as a U.S. citizen to demand me to prove it. Because I'm a U.S. citizen, I don't have to prove anything to you. Now, if I wasn't a U.S. citizen and you applied the law, then that's not a violation. Because you're not a U.S. citizen. But the person doing it doesn't know if you are. Okay? And basically, it allows people to discriminate based on your appearance, practically, and nationality. And demand, and if they've done it to me while living in Alabama, this happened to me twice, and both times it felt very humiliating and aggravating. The first time I did it was when I was applying for my driver's license. They didn't do it to Katie, but they did it to me. And then the second time they did it to me was when I was opening a bank account. So both very And the bank, believe me, I just closed the account. When I moved back to Florida, I closed the account with the bank that did this to me. And I explained to the bank very clearly why specifically I closed the bank account with them and how I'll never treat with them bank again. There's a specific explanation to the Bank of America, not in America, but they're not in Alabama, and probably the reason they're not in Alabama, now that I think about it, is because of that state law.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. Bank of America doesn't have branches in Alabama. I always wonder why. Probably the reason why is because they don't want to get caught up in that crap.
No.
But at the end of the day, Regions Bank did that to me. Regions Bank demanded, the employees at Regions Bank demanded from me that I prove that I was a U.S. citizen to open the account. And I had to open the account. Didn't really have a choice. So it's unfortunate of a law that's really kept great. Like, I mean, I'm a U.S. citizen. Now, even though I'm a U.S. citizen, I left Alabama because of discrimination. So it's just a state that really hasn't progressed in any way. It's like, stuff that goes to the Supreme Court all the time over discrimination over the state. It just doesn't make any sense. And it's keeping great people like ourselves, like we do this YouTube channel where we travel across America. Crap, what a great benefit for this state to have a YouTuber like us being based out of the state to help promote the state, grow the economy, bring business.
But they don't want that.
They ran us out because we're Hispanic. So here's a state where people are wanting to come to it. People are willing to come here and participate in the state's development, economical growth, but the locals would rather not do that. They would rather not have good people. They would rather not have investments just so they can hold on to their backwards views. It's so unbelievable that the people of Alabama have chosen basically, here's that Amanos Market. Look at this little store. Brand new. And there's buildings in this city that are falling apart. I mean, this city's not in the best of shape. There's buildings that are falling apart. And here's a brand new building. If it wasn't for that Latin business, that building would be vacant. Look at here, Tienda Mexicana. Nice clean store. There's no litter outside. It's not, it looks like a well-maintained business. No, the town's not in bad shape. I mean, the businesses, I'm sorry, the town is in bad shape, I'm sorry. The businesses that are here, they're not in bad shape. Why would you not want, if you have a town that's falling to crap, most of the young people move away to big places like Huntsville or Atlanta, why would you not want people to come, open businesses, start companies and stuff in your town to help revitalize? Because honestly, Hispanics are looking to live in rural places.
Yeah.
We want to live in a rural place. These people that are here, they obviously want to live they don't want to live in a big city. But when they do it, what do they get treated like? This town is in bad shape.
Yeah.
This town is falling apart. It's in pretty bad shape. This is one of the worst towns I've seen so far in the South. This is pretty bad.
Yeah.
People have a lot of junk.
Yeah.
These are like Hispanic rednecks out here.
Yeah.
They have a lot of crap, bro. Little Harley right here. Just a bunch of homies hanging out on the front porch, drinking beers. This is like definitely a very southern town. This
Yeah.
reminds me of the places we go to, like in Mississippi.
Yeah.
This is like definitely like, wow. So this town is just decrepit. But at the same, it's like very hood looking. It's definitely like very hood. Like very Mississippi looking, like, you know what I mean? Like southern hood. but it's like mostly Hispanic. It's so weird. I'm gonna guess that there's probably a lot of agricultural work in the outskirts.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for these communities, this town would just be vacant. This would be like
houses are like they fixed them up.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a lot. This is a lot of poverty here.
Yeah.
This is definitely very poor. Or they could just be pretending they're poor.
Exactly.
Just to kind of play it off so they don't get bothered. Because if they start fixing up the houses, then you know how that goes. You saw what happened to us when they thought we had money. This town's in rough shape, bro.
Looks like some of the houses are getting fixed up, though.
Yeah. Definitely very hood looking. Interesting. I've never seen anything like this.
I've seen some houses where it looks like they didn't fix up the sides of the house, but they fixed the roof.
Oh, the
so
interior.
that they,
Yeah. The interior of these houses.
Yeah.
I don't know what they look like.
No.
The interior might be all like rigged up real nice.
Yeah.
And like, but then the outside.
They probably blocked the windows so nobody can see inside.
Yeah. Let me see the map real quick. See where we're at. A lot, like remember, like when like in what's it, Jacksonville, where like you drive through the neighborhoods and all the houses. Well, we gotta go back into where we came. We drove out of town. It's the other way.
We drove out of town?
We drove ourselves out of town, yeah.
Where are we now?
I think right where we started, we gotta drive back around. Oh, did we come? But you know, like in Jacksonville, remember when we were selling when we were looking at real estate in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
And the outsides of the house would look like crap, but then on the insides they'd have like really fancy
nice,
stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, where like a lot of times people have money, but then they have to like pretend like they don't have it, you know? Like this community here, they might have money, but the best thing they can do is pretend they don't have it. Like to try to purposely look like. You see all that junk around the outside of the properties? That's circumstantial. That's not really. That house is vacant right there. I bet you get a house in the city for nothing.
I'll see what real estate values are here.
You can tell it's really poor though.
Yeah.
But where we live, like we live in a Hispanic community in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Bro, like there's Hispanics living in many of our houses where we live, and it doesn't it doesn't pull any red flags, you know. But here, if a Latino has money and stuff, it might start pulling red flags. Because that's the place it is, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. This definitely looks impoverished, though. This is like some West Virginia looking type of West Virginia looking type of poverty. Alright, guys, we got the sun in our face here for a minute.
The ones that are actually on the market, like 200 to 400, see 4 or 5, but these are the ones actually on the MLS.
There's nothing cheap on the MLS, is what you're saying? Town looks decrepit, bro. Let's see if we can get
I'm gonna put a 5-mile radius and see what happens.
There's nothing for sale. Oh, that's why, because there's people who are actually buying these houses.
Yeah.
People are actually living in them. There's probably really good rental market here. Even though it's like poor and decrepit like Immokalee.
But it's like huge houses that are available.
Right.
Like people are probably selling them. Like.
So here's what happens here. Because there's a Latino population, there's a strong rentals market. So why would you sell a house if you can rent it?
Yeah.
You know?
Like these type of houses where it's just like a regular house, they're not on the market.
They're not.
They might be, around here, it might be a for sale by owner too.
Yeah. Keep in mind, like these reported, what's the word? Probably chicken plants, probably.
Yeah.
So you're dealing with people that can't even, if somebody works at a chicken plant, they probably can't even read. That's like the hardest, worst, nastiest work of all. That was super interesting. I thought it would be in better shape. I can't believe how run down it is. It must just be people working at chicken plants and crap like that.
Yeah.
Let's see what the downtown looks like.
Yeah.
So much glare on our windshield. It's not even worth trying to fix it.
Yeah.
Let's see what the downstairs looks like. It's interesting. this is like in Immokalee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in bad shape. But notice there's nobody walking.
Yeah.
Is that the town center there? Or is there another street that's much more prominent? Probably this one, because it's satellite.
Yeah.
What's this one called?
Jackson.
We'll go down this way and see. Yeah, fire truck down there. Yeah, there it is. This pretty much looks like an Immokalee.
Yeah.
Like where we live in Lehigh, it's about the same percentage of Hispanics.
I am seeing a lot of Spanish people driving really nice cars, though.
Doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
We're pouring. Look what we're driving.
True.
Okay, so the town looks pretty here. This looks gorgeous. Okay, this looks great. Russellville. Look at that Mexican bakery. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's open.
It's packed, yeah. Lots of pickup trucks.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Like with like the restaurants and stuff? But this is a lot nicer. Dade City. Like that type of, yeah.
Okay, that's a fussy. I love how this guy parks his big van there and you can't see what's coming around the curb. Tienda Family. Grocery store. It's not a grocery store, it's a grocery store. Picked the worst time of day, man. It's not a grocery store, it's a grocery store.
Cados. Oh, it's an O.
Canos, yeah. There's nobody even out and about. Today's a Saturday.
Yeah.
There ought to be people like walking around with their families, nothing.
No.
They got it packed, bro. These people are living in fear. You go to Immokalee, and it's like thousands of people walking around, drinking beer outside. These people are terrified for their lives, man. That's the difference between a Hispanic town in Florida and a Hispanic town in Alabama. Look at this. These people are terrified for their lives, dude. There's like literally... There's literally nobody outside. Nobody walking. It is 97 degrees, but still, either way, if you're drunk, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how hot it is if you're drinking. Yeah. Alright, let's get out here. GPS, Huntsville. Where's that little Mexico bakery store we saw?
On the main strip.
No, it was on one of these side streets. Pothole. I think we missed it.
Head northeast on North Washington Avenue toward Cotaco Street Northwest, then
Taco
turn
Street.
right onto Cotaco Street Northwest.
Taco.
That's hilarious.
How would it go?
Head west on Cotaco Street Northwest toward Green Avenue, then turn left onto Green Avenue.
You're kidding me. It's really called
Turn left onto
Cotaco.
Green Avenue, then turn left onto
Hold on,
West
we'll go a few
Limestone
blocks down.
Street.
Hates the crap with the sun. This video has been horrible. This is a horrible video. If anybody else in the comment section wants to confirm it, this is a horrible video.
Head northwest on Cotaco Street Northwest toward Gaines Avenue, then turn left
What type
onto
of
Gaines
name is
Avenue.
that, man?
A taco.
Turn left
They're
onto
gonna call
Gaines
this freaking
Avenue,
taco.
turn
Man, there's a
left
lot
onto
of
West
tacos
Limestone
on this.
Street.
Great.
Head west on Cotaco Street
Would
Northwest
you want to
towards
walk
Scott
outside
Avenue.
when it's
Turn left onto
98
College
degrees?
Avenue North.
Oh, I'll window down and see if I can find a field. This reminds me of Uniontown.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in an abandoned school.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Unbelievable. This is like a Uniontown looking type of place. This place is decrepit, man. It's like an abandoned school. We don't need
800 feet,
schools.
turn left onto West Madison Street.
Let me see what we're doing. Okay. Absolutely. There's a lot of duplexes here too. Old duplex. I mean, this has been a migrant community. Probably because there's agriculture in the area.
Turn left onto West Madison Street. In 1,000 feet, turn right onto North Jackson Avenue.
It is hot.
Mm-hmm.
97. That's a church and they turned it into a house. Esto está de basura. Esto aquí está en candela. Yeah, I don't really see anything that would make me be like, let's move here.
No.
This is
Turn right onto North Jackson Avenue.
This is like there's nothing enticing about this place.
No.
At least Russellville is a thriving Latino community.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a depressing Latino community.
Yeah.
Turn right on Jackson.
Yeah, turn right.
This car really gets you like absolutely.
Continue on
Absolutely.
North Jackson Avenue for 1 mile.
This is like the most. This is on a Saturday. Gosh, can you imagine? This is on a Saturday, bro.
Yeah.
It's like dead. There's nothing going on. See, this is what I would love for a cover photo. I'm just gonna get it here for a cover photo.
Yeah.
Mexico Baker. That's like great cover photo material. Right, Mexico Baker.
Candy store.
Los Nogales de los Nogales.
Mexico Baker.
This is a good cover photo. Mimi's Cleaners. This is on a Saturday. That's pretty sad. And it's surrounded by agricultural rural areas. That means that there should be people coming into town. This is bad. this is bad. This is like
go
in
to
a,
other towns or
Washington
it looks
Avenue.
like it looks like you're in the middle of a lockdown or something. Let's get out of here. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. There's nothing to be proud of here. This is bad. It's a time out of here.
isn't it high right now?
What? No. Do you think
Yeah.
Guatemalans care?
Oh yeah.
Head southwest on North Jackson Avenue toward Lawrence Street
You act like
East.
if a Guatemalan would care.
Continue on North
Sure,
Jackson Avenue for 3/4 of a mile.
They work in a freaking chicken plant. If they don't have good lungs, they're dead either way. Dude, this is like the most depressing place I've ever seen. Nobody walking the street. It is 97 degrees, I get that. But still, like, I don't know, like... Whew.
Okay. You're gonna get after the substation, and you're gonna turn right, and it'll get you on the highway you're supposed to be on.
I wouldn't put my family here for nothing.
This is not a place
Dude,
to
this
bring
is
your family.
depressing. Unbelievable. This
Am I missing something here?
There's nothing. This is bad. I wouldn't put myself here for crap.
No.
Compare this to Bonita Springs. Bonita Springs is about the same percentage Hispanic. They got boardwalks, they got rivers, they got sidewalks paved, they got people partying, they got people
In a
fishing.
1/4 mile, turn right.
You know what I mean? Like, you got, like, it's just, there's no comparison. This is Immokalee makes this look bad.
Where that car turned in is where you're going.
Is that right?
Yeah. And that's the town.
That's it.
Turn right,
That's
then turn
depressing.
left onto Alabama 24 East.
Immokalee, if I had to pick between this and Immokalee, I wouldn't even think
I would
about
move to
I
Immokalee.
would say Immokalee in a heartbeat, bro. This is like the most depressing place I've ever seen.
And you're gonna go to the left.
This reminds me of a Maplesville with even less life.
Mhm.
If you think Mapleville is
Turn
boring.
left onto Alabama 24 East.
Bro, this is a Saturday. A Saturday in the South, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be fishing, riding ATVs.
Continue on Alabama
Somebody's gotta get
24 East
stabbed.
for 43 miles.
What?
The Latino community on a Saturday. Somebody should be getting stabbed.
They should be happy.
I know, right? Like, you know, like, what the crap?
Like, music should be playing.
Yeah, you didn't hear no music at all. This is just sad.
Yeah.
This is bad. Esto está de madre, mi gente. Esto está malo. Esto da tristeza a este pueblo. En la Florida tú vas a Immokalee o a otros, o Wimauma, que son pueblos hispanos, y hay música, corrido. Esto da tristeza. You know, esto da tremenda. Esto está deprimente. Esto está triste. Tú vas a la Florida. A la Florida, por ejemplo, en un lugar que sea hispano. Hay música, hay tiendas, gente afuera, gente lavando los carros. No, esto está deprimente, esto está triste. Esto es un lugar completamente triste, esto es un lugar... Wow, yo no quisiera ver mi familia aquí. Esto da pena. Tristeza, de verdad que sí. Esto no lo recomiendo. Yo recomiendo quizá la Florida, ¿sabes? Wimauma, que está fuera de Tampa. Mira, Wimauma está fuera de Tampa. W-I-A-U-M-A, Wimauma. Wimauma, Florida. Pasa por ahí, tienen sus corridos puestos, su música. Immokalee, Florida es un lugar bien pobre. Pero tú ves la gente caminando, la musiquita. ¿Tú entiendes? Tú ves vida. Esto está deprimente. Esto está triste. Es que hasta en Georgia, remember in Georgia, what was the time we hit up in South Georgia that had a lot of Spanish people? Was it Bainbridge? That had a little Spanish community? Es más, Laurel, Mississippi. Remember Laurel, Mississippi?
Yeah.
You saw people doing their yards.
I think this is where everybody is.
What is there like a Mexican festival on the outskirts of town? And everybody's here. What is the flea market? What is that?
I don't know what it
A lot of
is.
people
There's a
there.
lake there. There's a complex, like
Yeah.
sports complex. I think that's where everybody is.
Everybody's over here playing soccer for a soccer match or something.
Oh.
Because that's how the South
There's
is
like
too.
a little water park over there.
Yeah, but
there's
the,
there's a lake.
there's no life either way.
Yeah.
A soccer game isn't gonna stop Anita or Immokalee. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just sad. It really is. There's just no other way to describe it. It's just sad. Wow. Do you feel the same way I do about it?
Yeah. There's nothing
This
special
is just, there's
here.
nothing here, yeah. This is sad. And muscle shoals and all that area, psst, I didn't like any of it. Florence seemed like the best little area.
Yeah.
No, northeast looks to the no homes and crap. Ain't nobody outside washing their car. No, it is 100 degrees outside, but
Yeah.
that wouldn't stop people in Immokalee.
No. It could be 200 degrees. They'd still be out there doing everything.
Right, at least in a pool or something.
Yeah.
Makeshift. Sad. This is the saddest summer. Yeah, this is in bad shape. I would almost call this the saddest town I've ever seen. You go to a Spanish town in Florida, man, you got people playing music, playing soccer, people making tacos on a Saturday, taco trucks, people
They're
watching it.
afraid. State law.
They're afraid. State Law 56. They don't even go outside practically. This is a sad freaking place, man. And it looks like it got hit by a tornado recently.
Yeah.
Trees are all down and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty sad, guys. I would definitely say Russellville, Alabama is a pass.